The 12 signs of the zodiac are often used as a way to gain insight into a person's personality traits and characteristics. Each sign is believed to have unique qualities and tendencies that shape the way individuals perceive and interact with the world around them. However, despite the diversity and complexity of the zodiac, some signs are known to be kinder and more generous than others. So why do some zodiac signs seem meaner than others? The answer lies in the unique characteristics and tendencies associated with each sign. So, if you're curious to know if your sign falls on the list of the meanest zodiac signs, watch till the end. Capricorn. They are known for their strong sense of ethics and rigidly organized schedule. While these traits can be admirable in some cases, Capricorns can become so fixated on these aspects of their personalities that they may come off as overly self-righteous and unyielding to those around them. Their adherence to a strict moral code can make them intolerant of others who don't share their views, and they may judge people harshly for not living up to their standards. This can lead to a perception of Capricorns as stuck-up or snobbish. In addition to their uncompromising approach to ethics, Capricorns also have a notorious temper. When they feel that their values or schedule have been threatened, they can become irritable and confrontational. Unfortunately, this often happens at the worst possible time, causing unnecessary conflicts and tension. Capricorns are also skilled at making others feel small or inferior. Their cutting remarks and criticism can be devastating, particularly to those who are sensitive or unsure of themselves. They may not even realize the impact of their words on others, as they are so focused on upholding their beliefs and maintaining control. Aries. This is a zodiac sign that is associated with passion, impulsiveness, and a desire for action. People born under this sign are known for their straightforwardness and their tendency to speak their minds without holding back. While this can be a positive trait in some situations, it can also be a double-edged sword. Aries can come across as insensitive and even mean when expressing their opinions. They may not always take into account the feelings of others and may say things that are hurtful or offensive. In addition to their blunt approach to communication, Aries are also known for their aggressive tendencies. When they feel challenged or provoked, they can become very confrontational and even intimidating. This can be particularly scary for those who are not used to dealing with such strong personalities. However, it's important to note that Aries' aggressiveness is often a defense mechanism. They may feel vulnerable or insecure deep down and use their bluster as a way to protect themselves. Scorpio. They are known for their intensity, depth of feeling, and unwavering sense of loyalty to those they care about. However, they also have a reputation for being cold and unforgiving towards those who have wronged them. If you happen to anger a Scorpio, you may find that they become distant and unresponsive. They demand a lot of apologies and may not be willing to forgive easily. This can be particularly challenging if you value open communication and emotional connection in your relationships. In addition to their tendency to withdraw when hurt or offended, Scorpios can also be very direct and even harsh when expressing their displeasure. They may not mince words or sugarcoat their feelings, which can make it difficult for others to approach them or constructively address the situation. One of the most striking traits of Scorpios is their sense of vengeance. If you cross them, you may find that they are not the ones to mess with. They are not afraid to take matters into their own hands and will do whatever it takes to get revenge. This can be particularly intimidating for those who don't know how to handle their intensity. Virgo. They are known for their analytical minds, attention to detail, and pursuit of perfection in all aspects of their lives. They are often referred to as perfectionists because they have high standards for themselves and those around them. While their focus on excellence can be a positive trait in some ways, it can also lead to negative outcomes. For example, Virgos may become uptight and rigid in their thinking, unwilling to compromise or consider alternative perspectives. This can make them difficult to work with or be around in social situations. In addition to their perfectionist tendencies, Virgos can also be very petty and critical behind others' backs. They may notice even the tiniest flaws or mistakes in others and be quick to point them out. This can create a toxic environment of nitpicking and criticism that can be hard to escape. Another trait that can be challenging for those around Virgos is their tendency to complain. They may focus on the negative aspects of a situation rather than the positives, and have a hard time letting go of things that bother them. This can be draining for those around them, making it hard to maintain positive relationships. Gemini. They are known for their dual personality, which can be both a blessing and a curse. On one hand, they can be incredibly charming, witty, and easy to get along with. On the other hand, they can be moody, unpredictable, and even cruel at times. One of the most challenging aspects of being around a Gemini is their tendency to shift moods and attitudes quickly. They may be in a great mood one minute and then snap into a bad mood the next. leaving those around them feeling confused and unsure of how to respond. When they are in a bad mood, Geminis can be particularly challenging to deal with. They may become easily irritated, accusatory, and even aggressive in their interactions with others. This can be hurtful and damaging to those around them, especially if they are the target of Gemini's anger. Another trait that they have is a strong dislike for uncomfortable situations. They may go to great lengths to avoid confrontation or conflict, even if it means being dishonest or avoiding the issue altogether. This can be frustrating for those who value open and honest communication. However, it's important to note that Geminis can also be incredibly fun and engaging when they are in a good mood. They may be the life of the party, the center of attention, and the person everyone wants to be around. They are often very intelligent and quick-witted, which can make for stimulating and entertaining conversations. Leo. Leos are known for their natural charisma, confidence, and warm personalities. They are often the life of the party, and their infectious energy draws people to them like a magnet. Leos love attention and being in the spotlight, and they have a natural talent for entertaining others. However, while Leos are generally friendly and affectionate, they can be quite mean when they feel threatened or challenged. Leos are fiercely proud, and they can't stand it when they feel like someone is taking advantage of them or making them look bad. When this happens, their claws come out and they become aggressive and confrontational. One of the defining characteristics of Leo is their stubbornness. Once they've made up their mind about something, it's nearly impossible to change it. This can be both a strength and a weakness, as it means that they are determined and persistent, but it can also make them unwilling to listen to other viewpoints or compromise. When Leos get angry, they don't hold back. They can be hurtful and even cruel with their words, and they have a way of making others feel small and insignificant. This can be particularly challenging for those who are close to Leos, as they may feel blindsided by their sudden aggression. Cancer. Though this sign doesn't qualify as being mean, they made the list. Here's why. Cancers are often seen as the mother of the zodiac, as they are naturally caring and empathetic towards others. They are known for their ability to read emotions and pick up on subtle cues, which makes them great at supporting others in times of need. They are also incredibly loyal to their loved ones and will go to great lengths to protect and support them. However, despite their caring nature, Cancers can be quite moody and temperamental. They are highly emotional beings, and their mood can change on a dime depending on the situation. This can sometimes lead them to being perceived as mean or difficult to deal with, as their emotional state can be hard to predict or understand. One of the biggest challenges for Cancers is their tendency to internalize their emotions. They often struggle to express how they are feeling, and this can lead to feelings of confusion and frustration for those around them. They can come across as passive-aggressive or moody, which can be hurtful to others. Knowing the meanest zodiac signs, I'm sure you would also like to know the 10 most dangerous zodiac signs. Click on the image and don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you in the next video.